Gotta wait for the game to actually shut. There we go. It did it. Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge 3.3 preview playthrough as the Galactic Empire. We have the prediction running on Twitch for whether or not we are going to hit Dark Empire tonight. I think it would be very difficult for us not to, unless it's just bugged, in which case I'll have to put it in later. Who knows? But we'll have to see once we get to the actual percentage. So, I think we are gonna probably start off by trying to focus on our little greater Maldrood buddies over here. So, Ars Dangor, you have a nice fleet. I wonder if he's got any pictures on WikiFleet. But, hey, the Rebel, how's your hike, Corey? See anything cool? So, yeah, this morning I went with some friends to Gatineau Park for some hiking. It was nice. The first little bit was rough. It was a more strenuous hike than I was planning, or than I was aware of before going. My feet don't always cooperate, so like for the first 20 minutes, I was kind of struggling, but then after that they stopped complaining and I got better over the hike. But I'm gonna post some pictures on Twitter tonight. But yeah, so it is Canadian Thanksgiving, so we're gonna be thanking the Ariado Authority for not taking our planets, I guess. Okay. Can I get up to there before anyone gets in here? I think we might be able to hold this off, just because we have the repair station already set up there. So if we can just get through to this, that would be fine. It's not a fitness thing so much as my legs or my ankles are fucked up thing. What I think I really need to do is get like orthotics, because I have very high arches, and even like Skechers arch fit shoes don't really fit properly. So my life is a constant attempt to find different inserts or insoles or whatever to alleviate foot pain. Sometimes I'm fine, sometimes it really sucks. I'm definitely not in the best shape I could be. Like 20 minutes of running on a treadmill per day max is not enough. Oh, that's going to be harder to take. If it's just going to dance, it's doing the Canadian Thanksgiving dance. That is the dance of my people. At least nothing else should really get through. That's gonna be a problem, though. Okay. Now run away. Where's the other bikes? We survived through that better than I thought we would. I mean, sure, there's some stormtroopers who are a little bit fallen over, but these are just taking a nice little cranberry juice nap in honor of Thanksgiving. Move out. Oh, they're coming around there. Don't like that. Where's this? So, I think when we have that building, we're gonna want to go claim this guy. We should be able to get some repairs in either way, and some of these will respawn once they die. So let's get an eye on this landing zone again. That AT-AT is still okay. Still running around. Did that kill you at all? No, you can just go and destroy more of the ATMPs. I like these guys, but they're not on my team right now. So this Friday, we are going to be doing the next single stream Galactic Conquest. I think we will end up doing the Ariadu Authority. I guess we need to come back here more. But, yeah, so I don't think we've ever done Ariadu Authority for that. I was waiting, or hoping to wait for... oh, shit. That's not good. I was hoping to wait for a new Galactic Conquest to be done for them, but I don't know if... Ooh, they've got infantry coming in the back there, too. But yeah, so that Galactic Conquest probably isn't going to be ready particularly soon, so I think it just makes more sense to do an Ariadu one now, maybe. I'm not sure what Galactic Conquest makes the most sense for them. So that's a thing I'm gonna have to think about too. I'm gonna get the hypervelocity gun. I was really thinking we'd be able to hold the line. Do we have another speeder bike? Damn. Alright, they're probably going to be able to win off of that. Well, I've done Deep Core Conflict a fair bit. So ideally, I'd kind of like to do something else. And that's too bad. I think he's trying to get this sub. They're probably going to snag this. If we can get in on that before they finish it, though, no, we're done. No, I want to press the button again. No, come on. Damn it. Oh well. Well, that's the GC I'm talking about waiting for, Joe, is Western Reaches. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before, so it's not really giving anything away to say it here. That 379... We have a ton of money. So, can we continue the building on... What? We've got one of the raiders still in construction. I think we can just do the other Spirit of Acadia over here without moving the dude over for the discount. Is it the front or the back? That's... Yeah, okay, it's the front. Apocalypse for the patron units. And anything... Okay, we got a ton of everything. Bomb Pop. Ace out of the hole. Dread Not, Want Not. Chrysler PT. And Endor was an inside job. I think that's... Well, whether I think it's enough or not, that's all we can afford right now. So it's gonna have to do. And we'll move these guys back to protect Metalor... Metalorth. Because I really want to clear out as much of the Greater Maldrood as we can.
We've located the enemy.
Basically, the Western Reaches stuff is going to be one of the first regional campaigns, where it's kind of like a progressive campaign where you can choose your starting era. Some of them will be progressive, some of them won't, but you'd be able to go through and...
Yes, my lord. Go ahead, sir.
Like, progressive but more localized.
Starting my run.
Alright, Nita's Fist. Our first catch of the day.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
And the Bastion, not the planet. Vindication, and that's all we can do. I don't think we're gonna have a problem with that, though. Like, the Greater Maldrood is not long for this world. I think we're only, what, 1 or 2 planets away from integrating them? I can't remember if they have 4 or 5. But I'm pretty sure we've killed the final form of Pterodoc with his Crimson Sunrise. Okay, I'm gonna start moving this one up. Bastion, you can go for the shipyard. Because I think we've got enough here to kill that golden one. I'm not super worried about it.
Star Destroyer ready.
It'd be nice if we could snag an Altor or something from them. That'd be a nice integration bonus. But we might end up killing them all. Ooh, I don't like the amount of damage they're doing to this guy. To our first catch of the day. I don't want them to be their first catch of the day. But I think we'll have all the turbo lasers killed pretty quickly. It's not going to be... Yeah, half of VSD is not going to destroy an entire ISD. Don't need to be concerned. We're pressing in on at least 2/3 of the galaxy that we've probably got controlled, but we're still getting a lot of good fights out of
All sections at your command, my lord.
pretty much every faction, really. Like, even Maldrood, which is on its last legs, is still, like, pretty full fleets on every planet. They've all kind of been able to threaten taking away planets. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Super Star Destroyer ready. Fire at will.
So doing 2 cruel campaigns at once, probably not the smartest career move I've ever made. Luckily, it was New Republic and Empire, or else I'd probably be looking for a new job right now. Or I've got to put out way more clips. Okay. That little Corvette, nearly dead. It's very brave. And now it's gone. Bye. See you, Joe.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
What's being hypervelocity gun? Are they still going for the... Oh, Jesus. I didn't think this survived the first shot, but I think it dodged the first one and just got hit by that second one.
All sections at your command, my lord.
It's what, 4% on that hard point? No, 29%. Not as cool as I made it sound, but still not. It's still good. Still impressive.
All sections at your command, my lord. Coming around.
Well, if we're coming in this way, do we really need Thrawn to go and deal with that other fleet? I guess it's better to spread the love, so
Super Star Destroyer ready.
it's more fun if we do it that way. It's gonna be a pretty threatening one. I think there was a Gallifrey there. Like, I think... No, it's not Roche we're going to. It's the other one. We already have Roche.
We are victorious.
Like, worst case Ontario, we just take all of the space, and that'll stop them from being able to attack us. Oh no, it was... Lantilles didn't have that much. I was thinking of Charos. But if we take all the space stuff, and they can't...
Of course.
they can't invade us that way, then I think that works out in our favor. Hey there, Beck. Okay. Who's in there? Snuva? You don't really want space. Here we go. Alright, so this is Hypervelocity Gun, Golem 2, and Heavy Shipyard. I don't think we have much in the way of a ground force in an accessible place. That's not that far. That'll be fine. Crit's asking, is it Dala now after Thrawn? No. Thrawn kind of ends the first set of progression, and then the next set is based on who wins legitimacy. So, Dark Empire leads into Karnor to Dala to Italian. So, if someone else wins... if someone else wins the legitimacy race, then the Empire is generally gone.
All sections at your command, my lord.
So there's no one that, in those situations, there'd be no one that follows up Thrawn. If you start in Era 4, so if you start with Palpatine, then it's still possible for someone else to win legitimacy off of that, in which case Dala and Pelion at least will join a different faction. Karnor may or may not end up doing a different faction.
Superstar Destroyer ready.
Right now he does, but I might change that. I don't think I will.
I see.
We got our precious Venators in this fleet. It's our frigate.
All sections at your command, my lord. Superstar Destroyer ready.
And the Moss Mush.
Understood. Thrawn reporting. Direct fire on the all sections at your command, my lord. Superstar Destroyer ready. Draw their fire. Admiral Thrawn reporting. TIE interceptor here.
Okay, if they try to retreat these guys, I don't think I'm gonna stop them. But I don't think they're gonna try to retreat anyways. I'll destroy everything else and then give them the opportunity, but I think they're probably gonna stick around. Because if they retreat, then that just means we're gonna get them eventually, unless the New Republic kills them. That's always a possibility.
All sections at your command, my
Unfortunately, I don't think they have any heroes left anywhere.
Commander here. Superstar Destroyer ready. Go after the stragglers.
Everything is shooting. Yeah, I see. I'm gonna move the Lancer out of the way. That's probably a good idea. This stuff could shoot it if it decided that was what it wanted to do. But maybe without any structures, they're going to be more inclined to retreat. So we'll be able to build some once we integrate Maldrood. I just want to get the free shit.
All sections at your command, my lord.
I don't wish to spill more Imperial blood, but I will because I need to get them to join me. It's a very accurate recreation of the in-universe situation.
Superstar Destroyer ready.
I'm very happy with how legitimacy worked out as far as that goes. Like, these Venators have been some MVPs throughout the campaign for us, especially when we didn't have our own fighters. They were such a lifesaver. They were like the only ships in our entire galactic fleet that were putting out any fighters. Oh, well, they made their choice. They'd rather die. So be it.
All sections at your command, my lord. You have need of my skills? Superstar Destroyer ready. Engaging the enemy. Calculating attack.
Alright. That's half of the Maldrood planets cleared off in space, but we know that Charos has their biggest fleet. Well, we don't know that it's their biggest fleet left. It looks like it's probably their biggest fleet left. We don't know what the fourth planet has as far as I can remember. Let's get all these guys. Oh, we even have some extra forces on Commodore here, so that's perfect. I was thinking about trying to move over the Kessels. Oh, we cleared off Saharon last time, so we know they can't have a big fleet anywhere else. So once we take that, no, Kashyyyk could be something. But once we take these two, then we should get Saharon, Charos, and Kashyyyk. So not quite the clean sweep there that I was thinking we already had, but close. Now Jindine is going to be a probable target with how that's all set up. That go through. Either Black Wolf. far as the Steam Deck, you may want to look into the wiki for Arch Linux, which the Dex OS was based off of. I mean, so far I haven't really touched my Steam Deck at all. I did like the Empire War stuff, but I'm going to have to dig into it more in the next couple weeks when I have a chance. I'm really glad I got it in time for my trip to Halifax, because that's going to be especially useful. But even playing RimWorld on the couch is what I'm really looking forward to there. What are you? Good for Bestine. Mantis, okay.
On my way.
Are they gonna be taking that? I think I should probably save. Ignore all those. That video is coming out. So the video that these are for is probably coming out this week. I need to finish writing a script and I need to edit the video. But solid 10 hours of gameplay has been done for it. So if the video does poorly, I'm going to be very sad. There is the two Hapen planets that are in there, which I kind of wanted to use them as an example of the power of the eclipse, or the crashing of the eclipse, whichever the case may be, once we get it. Need to take... Oh, shit. Emberline will have dropped our legitimacy by a bit. At least taking Maldrood, like integrating Maldrood, will put us over. Because I don't think Ariadu has over 25%. But the fact that we lost Emberline to Ariadu probably dropped us back down to like 73%. We need to be over 75. Over 8. Was it 75? I think it was 75. I think that's what the code said. Let's check what the numbers are right now. Yeah, okay, we're still 74. So Ariadu has 25 points. We have 87 points. Greater Maldrood has 5. All right. I don't like that they have Emberline, though. I don't like that they have a border with the Greater Maldrood. That shouldn't happen anymore. At least the New Republic is protecting our planet from the Hapens right now. From the planet of the Hapes. May as well take our fun hero in there, and... Ground production is a thing we're lacking on right now. But do we have another shipyard actually built in the rest of the galaxy? We do. That is pretty handy. Alright, so Battlestar Galactica, Eurus Argalis Trans Rights, and Luigi. Thank you, Saint Stu, for subscribing. Appreciate it. Okay. No way we lose with what we have here.
Invasion commencing.
Ever. Unless they have a lot of artillery, then maybe.
Choose your reinforcements.
Very well. Moving to coordinates.
I'm gonna try with the IDTs on this. And Joris, you can try to grab these two planets over there. Do they have a planetary shield somewhere? No.
The enemy is approaching.
Yes, Commander. Order, sir.
Alright, now can we get up to the other landing zone?
Reporting.
Nope, that's an ATAA. That means the ATAA is not in the base. There's Shadow. Okay, destroy the stuff that's gonna kill our infantry. That is nearly successful. Oh crap, that didn't actually get as much as I thought it would. Okay, drop them. And get an extraction. That didn't really do as much as I hoped, but I could have done that much better.
Awaiting orders.
Okay,
Ready.
everybody take cover. You drop them, and then just shoot everything. I thought we'd got the Swift Assault 5, part of why I stopped paying as much attention, but it turned out we didn't.
Reporting in.
Okay, so we'll need to heal you up before we try another base run. You can probably start walking towards it. So let's get these up, and I'm going to keep the infantry over here, because they are going to go in and do the exact same thing. We should be able to clear out some of the,
Warm up.
whatever it's called, some of the buildings there. That's what those are called. I've seen a building before. Okay, now you destroy those other things. Well, you destroy what it came out of. Then we can just hop on down. We're probably healthy enough to get back into the base and do some damage. Drop. Then bum. Shoot. But you still got people in there. I have once again abandoned Joris. But that's infantry, that's not as big a deal. Okay, and we got everything.
Reporting.
We can now move up to the top side. Okay, he can take out the infantry. Is there another ATAA around? No. So I also, for all of last week's episodes in the New Republic and Imperial campaign, I was trying a different set of encoding settings in a different codec, and it was garbage. So there was like a lot of shitty blurriness when, especially when I'd move the camera. I have switched back to what I used before, so hopefully everything looks better again. If it doesn't, then let me know and I'll keep going. But from what I've seen so far, it looks like everything's good. Oh shit. Don't like that. Okay, it's just a single ISP. They're not going to destroy it that way. Okay. Is there another unit somewhere? There must be something in the base. We did see something floating down here. So it'll be somewhere? Oh shit. IDT. Or an ATAA against 2 IDTs. Why we need to shoot it from orbit. There's one.
Planetary control achieved.
The problem that we may run into is the
Construction complete. Construction complete.
the Hapens taking over the planets now. I don't think so. Alright, are we above 75? We're at 75, so unless we're just on the lower end of 75, we should get it on the week rollover. So especially if we can just secure Lantilles here,
Invasion commencing.
which has some artillery. It has a few structures to give them some garrisons. Alright, unfortunately we had a crash while doing this battle, so we're going to redo it. The last battle I auto-resolved and we lost 2 IDTs instead, so it's fine. Keep that one in. But we will invade Lantilles properly now, no crashing whatsoever. So I'm probably going to do the exact same stuff, which might result in a crash. On the one hand, while playing, you hope to not run into the crash again, but from like a development standpoint, sometimes it's better to run into the crash again.
Reinforcements canceled. Moving out.
Because that makes it a bit easier to track down. But
Standing by.
one of the problems with Empire at War is that even if you know exactly what causes it, sometimes things are just unfixable. Like the issues with that some people have with things like the super laser, we just can't do anything about those. Where like some people will select the eclipse and it'll just cause a crash, especially in instant action. Sometimes other places as well. Ideally, we'll be able to just think of a different way to handle the super laser someday, but it's just a fact of EaW life sometimes. Okay, can I get a... Oh shit. You're coming in with that. Can I kill you?
Awaiting orders. Moving out.
Like, the hardest thing with basically any bug is... can you make it happen enough times to be able to know if you fixed it? Like, you can have your theories on why a bug is happening, but ultimately,
Yes, sir.
like, if it's not an easily reproducible bug, then it doesn't really matter if you think you might know the cause and think you fixed it, until you have a bunch of people playing for a long time where it probably would have come up, and then don't have people saying it's happening to you anymore. Then, like, that's usually a reasonable sign that you fixed it, but it's not really ever a guaranteed thing. There we go.
Target confirmed. Advance. There they are. All right then, load your weapons.
Okay, can I finally have this? Yeah, that was a big one. The Galactic Freeze. So there's a bug or an issue in EaW where if you're moving around a big stack of units where a certain value is added up into reach a threshold, the game will just crash when you're trying to move that fleet stack. I think Ranger was the one who ultimately figured out what was causing it. But yeah, like Triton and I did dozens, if not hundreds, of attempts where we had like saves that were sent to us by the community or made by ourselves right before the crash, and where we'd try to reproduce it. We'd like sit and let things run, we'd wait for things to happen, we'd try to do different things, and it was really difficult to figure out what the connection was or what the difference was when you get the freeze versus not. And the challenge video that I'm going to be putting out this week, I actually ran into the bug again from a new method of causing it, where I had very large stacks, not of the combat power per se, which was the value that was doing it before, which is a value that each unit is given to let the AI know, like, this unit is generally this powerful. But just because of the sheer number of units I had... Oh shit, we destroyed that. Which, I don't know, maybe that'll give a hint as to what I was doing with it.
Ready.
I think I said it on the Discord, but whatever.
Scouting. Awaiting orders. Scanning target.
Like, most of the work on any given thing is less doing the actual implementation. There's a lot that goes into planning first, but then also just debugging is the hardest thing, the most time-consuming thing, and the thing that I get most frustrated by. Like, if there are any stability issues in particular that you come across in the mod, as frustrating as they are for the players, I can basically promise you I have spent sometimes days on end trying to figure out what's going on with them, and it's unhealthy. Oh shit, that's an AA turret. It's not a fun part of modding. Like, for a hobby, being that frustrating is not ideal.
Ready to go. Moving to position. Awaiting orders. Always ready to go.
Can we get you out of there?
Artillery online.
And then after a stream where if I get multiple crashes, then I'll just go, like, throw my computer off a bridge after the stream.
Give me a target.
I don't know if the IUPs are gonna be super threatened by this. No. But we should still send them back over there. I want to make sure I'm not just going to be sacrificing them.
Fallout troop.
See if we can grab this zone. We might end up unlocking Dark Empire at the exact same time we integrate Greater Maldrood. Come on, don't let it scare you off. Something that's always confused me about the ships is that the Dark Empire doesn't get prepared surges despite being the only known users of it. I mean, there are so many of Fractal's designs that are based off of... that was weird. That are based off of, like, blobs in Dark Empire. Like, if our basis for where we distributed units was just who gets shown using what and nothing else, then we could reasonably assign every single Imperial unit to every faction, just like from a raw lore level. But there'd be some where it's like they get everything and some where they get nothing. So we tend to go on gameplay more than anything. We haven't really determined what the regime's roster changes will be. So some of them will change, but unless it already checks off all the gameplay boxes we want, then this thing showing up in this place doesn't really impact it as much. That may factor into us choosing the style of a faction to begin with. Like, that's why the Crimson Command VSDs kind of help determine the playstyle of the Greater Maldrood. But, like, that's more of a bird's eye view setup for the fact, or a bird's eye view level for how they get determined. Oh shit, that's another AA turret. Well, can we get out of range of that AA turret through this way? I think we are. Alright. Is that gonna kill one of the IDTs? Did it almost AoE down all 3 IDTs? Oh, I don't like that turret being behind there either.
Armor ready. Keep going. Just give me a target.
Oh well.
Tank brigade ready.
Bombardment available.
This should mean that we get that giant fleet with the Altors in it. I'd like that. I might sell some of them, but... Or I'll just put them on guard duty somewhere.
System conquered.
Hey, integration. So I think that is going to mean we get Maldrood integrated at the same time that Captain Wrinkle has asked me to fund his cloning facility. So we will get Slaheron, Charos, and Kashyyyk. And from there, we'll build the Eclipse. And we'll take the Eclipse into the Hapen space. Clear off that New Republic fleet that's been sitting over Relifon. Do we take out the CSA? It might... I think it's best if we focus on the north still. Like, we take out the CSA and then move in through, like, Mon Calamari all the way down to... through Hut Space. So, actually, while that's happening, we're at, like, 50 minutes already. So... we're going to leave that episode there. We're going to continue on Twitch, though. So for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and hope you're looking forward to Dark Empire in the next episode. For those on Twitch, hope you're looking forward to Dark Empire right now. Bye, everyone.